A howl. Shit. Alana hissed. Kane, show yourself out, Leah, let's go. Grabbing my hand, she pulled me in the direction of my house. By the time we got there, it was as if nothing had happened. Jake's dad was having coffee with my gran, and his friends were starting to clear some of the goods in the kitchen. But Jake was nowhere to be seen. I'll find him. Alana sighed as her dad gave her a nod. Was I the only one here that thought this was weird? Leah, Jacob here has invited us over for dinner tonight. It's sort of a welcome to the neighborhood dinner. How lovely is that? Yeah, lovely. Where's Jake? I was curious as to where he had disappeared to. 1 minute he was fine, and the next he looked ready to kill anything standing in his way. This family was hiding something, and it was only going to be a matter of time before I figured it out. Wasn't anyone going to answer me? Whatever, I'm going for a shower. Closing the blinds in my bedroom, I turned on my iPad, connecting it to my speakers. Another thing that relaxed me as well as a beach did was music. Music was my escape. Turning up the volume, I hit play. Ashanti Foolish came blaring through my speakers. Baby, I don't know why you treating me so bad, I sang as I started to strip out of my clothes. It wasn't even noon and already weird shit was happening. Boy, you know I really love you, I can't deny. Another thing music did was distract me from what I was supposed to be doing. Stripped to my bra and panties, I entered my bathroom, turning the shower on. Baby, why you hurt me, leave me, and desert me? I couldn't sing, but it didn't stop me from belting it out. As the song finished, Rack City by Tyga came on, and I let the beat take over. Dancing like no one was watching. How wrong was I? It wasn't until the hand on my shoulder had me jumping a foot in the air. Alana, I yelled, turning it down slightly. Why are you creeping about? I asked, my heart still hammering in my chest. I'm sorry. She grinned, I didn't mean to scare you. You got some moves though. Shut up. Only then, realizing I was still only in my underwear, I grabbed my housecoat and slipped it on. You don't need to hide your body, Leah, it's smoking. She whistled just as my phone started to ring. Weird, considering the only person that would phone me was my gran, and she was downstairs. Looking at the caller ID, my heart sank. Tommy's name was flashing. I hadn't spoken to him since the day before I left. I still missed him. Taking a seat on my bed, I continued to stare at the screen until it stopped ringing. Hey, what's wrong? Alana asked, taking a seat beside me. Nothing, I'm good. Sitting my phone on my nightstand, I got to my feet. You went from dancing about your room to sulking within seconds. Who was calling you? And why didn't you answer? Just someone from my past, I said, trying my hardest to give her a smile. Him calling me only made me realize how homesick I really was. It was no mistake, I missed my old life. I missed my friends. Everything back home was simple. Here, not so much. Boyfriend, she stated. Shaking my head yes, I rubbed a hand over my face. I didn't expect him to call me. We ended on a good note, agreed we'd leave what we had back in Florida, but now I'm worried something is wrong. How long were you together? She asked. Just shy of 2 years. He's good, Alana, he treated me good and I left him. I had no idea why I was getting upset. I knew I had to end things with him. Long-distance relationships didn't work, well, I didn't think they did. I couldn't hold him back from finding someone else. Everything happens for a reason, Leah, and I'm sure you'll find someone else. I know how hard it is, even if I'm still sneaking about with him. It was her turn to sigh. If Jake or my dad find out I'm still seeing Kane, I'll be as good as dead. So if you could keep what you saw today to yourself, I'd be grateful. Lips are sealed. I smiled as my phone vibrated, telling me I had a text. If he's your past, Leah, then maybe it's better he stays there. Do you want to go out later? Maybe catch a movie or sneak into a club? She smirked. I had already decided I wasn't going to respond to Tommy. It wouldn't do me any favors and I had to move on. Sneak into a club with no ID? I questioned. Don't need ID when you're Jake Taylor's sister, she laughed, so how about it? Looks like you could do with blowing off some steam. She was right. If I was leaving my past behind me, then it was time I started to have some fun and switch it up a little bit. I had to build a new life here and I was going to start with a bang. Your dad has invited us for dinner tonight. How do we do this without getting caught? Don't worry about that. Just wear something smoking and let me worry about the rest. I'll text Lacey and tell her to meet us there. You come to mine around 7 with your gran. Got it? Got it. I smiled. Now go so I can shower. Turning my music back up, I headed to my bathroom. Tonight was going to be a good night. I could already feel it.
Please download Novels Ago and search the code in the upper left corner to continue reading.